Welcome to the first episode of the Subconscious YouTube channel. But first, short disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, not even close. I have a degree in health, but that's basically it. If you need to contact a therapist or if you're in an emergency, pause this video, get your health insurance card, and go to your local therapist. Subconscious is a nonprofit dedicated towards raising mental health awareness. We have a mental health blog, we have social media outlets, and we even have our own mental health book club. So let's first talk about health. What is health per se? According to the WHO, or the World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of a disease or an illness. So let's delve a little deeper. What is mental well-being? Well, according to the WHO, mental health is a state of well-being in which every individual realizes their own potential, can cope with normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution towards their community. Yet we don't often get these questions when we go to our primary care physician, so what exactly is going on? Let's ask this first. What are mental illnesses? A mental illness occurs when your mental health interferes with your functioning for an extended period of time. This isn't just depression, it includes eating disorders, anxieties, phobias, schizophrenia. There's a whole book on it called the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, also known as DSM, which many therapists use today. But even with DSM, there's a problem because mental illnesses don't function like a checkbox of symptoms. Some of the symptoms show up and some don't. Sometimes the illnesses can be periodic too. They don't always happen for an extended period of time. It's more complicated than what people usually think. But how come it's easier to tell our friends that we're going to the dentist as opposed to the psychiatrist? In one word, stigma. Stigma is essentially a taboo that sets individuals apart in a negative way. 3 out of 4 individuals with mental illnesses report experiencing this. Stigma includes blaming someone for their mental illness, telling them it's their fault that they're not getting better, calling people selfish for contemplating suicide. What distinguishes mental illnesses is that for the most part they aren't visible. As a result, it's so much easier to tell someone with an eating disorder to get over it. But you don't tell someone with cancer to get over it, right? Half of all college students experience depressive symptoms. 1 out of 5 adults in the United States experience a mental illness. Mental illness isn't openly discussed in mainstream media, yet it's a leading cause of disability worldwide. And as you'll see in future articles and videos, there are multiple determinants of mental health: housing security, socioeconomic status, genetic history, and race. So what can we do to combat mental health stigma? One way is simply talking about it. Talking about mental health stigma, the obstacles people face in seeking care, how we can offer more support as peers. The main way we can shift negative attitudes towards mental health is increasing the amount of discourse. Stigma needs to be dismantled at many levels, but as communities, we can put in the effort to validate each other. Subconscious is one of the many organizations focusing on breaking mental health stigma, but we want to hear your stories. Do you have any experiences to share regarding mental health? Or something you witnessed recently that you found inspiring? Let us know in the comments below and make sure to subscribe.